Greetings, citizens, and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines and our little town, Dalarby här. I hope you are all feeling like a real champ today. You know, it's Friday, it's a weekend, maybe you're having yourself a beer, maybe you're having yourself a glass of soda, or maybe pizza for dinner with your girlfriend or your friend, or by yourself, or maybe like me with your dog. Anyways, it's Friday and we are back with another episode here, and today we have a lot of stuff to do. Don't mind the extremely weird, or maybe not weird, but ugly interchange or roundabout there in the background is something I just put down like a placeholder. It will be changed, so I won't show anything of that in this episode. But we start off the episode by doing a little pathway here, starting off the side. This is around the area where we did in the last episode. So I'm just starting off show you this because I think it looked pretty cool. But then we are heading over to the river again on the other side of the main road that goes through the town, you know. But some tricks here with the pathway, you know, placing these damaged decals to make it look a little more detailed, a little more interesting, and you know, a heavy mixture of bushes and vegetation, different kind of trees, a little fairy tale-y maybe, you know, but that's maybe what we're going more and more for in this town, and it going further away from my hometown, which this area started out to be. But I think we're just gonna take some inspiration from all the beautiful places here in the area of my part of Sweden here. But finishing up the pathway with some more light cracks and some benches, you know, for people to sit on and feel good, and yeah, makes it looks a little better as well. And placing down some small bushes, it's looking really nice today. And so this is might be a little awkward place for a police station. I didn't really think of that when I put it down, but you know, it might work. But we're going to do this riverside today. We are coming a bit far down in today's episode. Actually, we get a lot of things done here, a lot of detailing. But this police station, this is like in the middle of the town, so it's not awkward in that place. It's just you know, small roads into it and stuff. I don't know if it's really realistic, but we'll go with that in this town. You know, it's not so much crime in this town either way, because there is all loving people living here and feeling good, and no worries about the criminality. You know. This area will be very simple. We have the police station, then we'll put down some parking lots and just detail a little bit around with some vegetation and other nice stuff. And I think that we are going to have a pathway all the way so you can walk down by the river. You know, that's you should have that if you have a river running through town. You know, make it look kind of cool. And we like this part we're doing today. It's not so much focusing on the pathway. It will start more of after the area we work on today in future episode. It's gonna start off taking more of this scenic walk. As you can see, we're putting down the rows. All this will be focusing on the buildings we are doing today. And it was a little hard to build exactly at the side of the quay, because the ground is very weird and it's bouncing up and down, and sometimes it's just weird from time to town to town, time to time. But in the end, I think it looked very cool. And I had some different idea what to do here. If I'm gonna have shops by the river, or I'm gonna have some fancier residentials and that kind of stuff, you know. And I decided in the end to go with these little fancier residentials, those European houses that plopped down in the beginning here. Looks amazing, man. It's I think they are in the game, they are written as commercial buildings, but this looks very familiar to the more luxury houses in my town. They look a lot like this, and they can be really big. So I really like those assets. But I think we're gonna do the little luxury area around the river here, with really expensive buildings, you know, really expensive residentials. But it looks pretty cool. And then I'm doing a little apartment section here. Also, of course, very nice apartments. Everything here down by the river are amazing stuff. And in addition to those houses here, I'm doing a little backyard for those two. That bigger house could be an apartment house as well. We have those here in town that looks like that, and they have been split up to apartments instead of being a big rich man's house or a woman. But I finished up with a little parking lot here for the residentials that lives here, and so they are happy, so they can park their car, you know. So now we're focusing a little more on the main road that will lead into this area. We will not connect the road to this area today. We do that for episodes because I'm not really sure on how we're going to do the road network. But we'll see about that. You know, right now it's a mess of the areas where you can't see where I'm not filming with the roads. I don't really know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do something cool that I know. And here we continue working on. You saw those apartment buildings I plopped down there when I was talking. Also, it's very cool. I think they are vanilla as well, if I'm not totally mistaken. Could be. Filling out some areas with grass as well makes it look a little better. And here also making a little back alley from this apartments building with some bicycle stands and some boxes. I guess will also come here in a second. There will be a lot of different like residential apartment buildings throughout the town. It looks very different, but I will kind of make it look so European as I can, you know. And I think we're getting there. Now towards this road and beyond, we're gonna have this road lead down to the river and meeting up with this smaller road. And here you can see we are placing down a little cinema for the people in the town. I kind of like this asset. I wanted a cinema that's not too fancy or like pompous looking. So that Kino asset was very cool. Kind of doesn't look too much, which was what I was going for. And I like plopping these bigger stones and then plopping the prop stones on top of it. It makes it looks a little more man-made and artificial, like it's supposed to be some cool, I don't know, something with stones. I think it just looks very cool and makes a cool addition to the rest of the town. And here we're fixing up the cinema area with some fences and just very simple detailing here, not too much. I want this to be kind of bland. So we're putting down some fences to mark things off, and then some tables also for people who's waiting to go inside and watch the movies, maybe outside having a smoke, or you never know what people are doing when they're waiting for stuff. The only thing I really think misses here is a little bigger parking lot, which I did not put down today. But we have some room when we are done today. We have some room left at the road here, so we're probably gonna do some bigger, a little further up, just a couple of like 20, 30, 100 meters maybe. So we're gonna have a big parking lot, for all the visitors in town. You can go, and then the main parking lot for the downtown or town, as to say. Now we're continuing with giving the people a little more modern nightclub. There are probably much cooler assets, but my thought here is that this is kind of an old nightclub that has changed owners a lot of times, and it's just standing here, and now it's some kind of modern take on an 80s nightclub. I don't really know, so that's why I choose this asset. When we're coming further into town, like more to the city center, we're going to build a more modern nightclub. We're not going to have too much nightclubs, maybe 2, tops 3. Because it's not going to be a huge town, so there's no reason to have a lot of nightclubs. We will put down a lot of pubs, because that's very common in the smaller cities. They have a lot of pubs. People like to drink beer, but not everyone likes to party. But this is very simple. I'm making a little back alley for the nightclub as well, with a lot of boxes, because for some reason nightclubs always stash up a lot of boxes in their back alleys and stuff, and also a lot of trash, man. And here we're placing down another bridge. This bridge looked very cool with the textures. I had no idea. I don't think I used this bridge because it looked all white and stuff, and that's pretty cool, And also this area we're working on here. The thought is that it is part of the nightclub, You can also take your drinks, or maybe they have food there as well, and you can go out and sit down by the river. We will put down some nice benches there as well. And very simple, not too much, you know. We will put down some dry grass decals also to make it look a little better. And of course, when you have party all night at the nightclub, you want some kebab, you know, and maybe buy some other beverages into the after party, you know, who knows. So we put down right beside the nightclub, we put down Yildiz kebab and Night Talks liquor, beer and spirits. I was thinking more like a kiosk, but you know, if you want more beer, you can always get more beer there. You know? That's perfect. And here we continue with those buildings, and I have to say those looks amazing. I'm so bad to remember the asset creator's name. I'm so sorry for that. If you're wondering about any building, just ask in the comments, and I will do my best to answer you. There's no asset collection yet. We'll see about that. It's a lot of assets to add to a collection, you know. But if the series get popular, I will definitely do it. So give a like if you want an asset collection for this, and we might get there, you know. But those assets, they look amazing. The texture, the lighting, everything is, oh my god, I don't know. It's so cool. It's so cool. So here we're placing down not more residential. We're placing down more parking lots for the people, and decorating it with a lot of bushes, and try to use also bushes and not just fences, but using the bushes as the fence. And here you can see, here it's like where the big walk, the big river walk, or the nice fancy river walk will be starting, and we're heading down to the river all the way to the lake, all the way to the lake where the river ends. And I think the last part of the lake will be a little bit cool, which we're gonna do a small dam, and we will drain the river from almost all the water, but want to have a little water on the, like, just at the bottom, you know, and then I want to decorate it with rocks and vegetation and stuff. Really cool. We have this little dam here in my town, and it looks so cool. So I will take inspiration from that and try to do something really, really cool. And I was finishing this little section up with some vegetation, and I think I found the main vegetation theme we are going for here in town, and it's those two oak trees, live oak, and I think it's only oak tree, the other one, and then birches, of course, because Sweden is full of birch trees. And for the last part of this episode, we're doing another residential area. Don't mind that building at the beginning. It's gonna be removed in just a bit. But trying to find a nice little design for the roads. And this is not going to be a big area, just a couple of houses, downtown feeling. And it turned out pretty cool. We might expand this area to the other side of the road, and in that part also have a bigger parking lot. Something like that, I don't really know. I'm not planning too much in beforehand. But this area, I think, fitted in very, very cool. And also the houses, they are called Mediterranean apartments or something. Check them out on the workshop. I think they also looks awesome. There are so much cool assets on the workshop nowadays. You guys are amazing. Not only the one who builds cities, you know, you who do the assets as well. It's just amazing. It amazes me, and you're amazing. Also, I found another seawall there I forgot to mention in the beginning of the episode. If you have a look out, you can see I'm using Avanya's seawalls with fence, and they look absolutely stunning. They're perfect. Thank you, Avanya, for making very, 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 very cool assets. You're You're a blessing. And with that said, guys, we are towards the end of this time lapse and the build today, and I hope you really enjoy it. If you enjoy it, please let me know in the comments, leave a like and hit the subscribe button if you're new. And we are quite few new subscribers since this series, since the last episode only. We have a lot. We are a lot of new people, and I want to say welcome to what we're doing here on this channel. And I'm so happy you are sharing this moment with me. And if you stay this long, man, I am your biggest fan. And if you stay this long, please give me a like. You know, it's really helping out the channel, and it makes me an even happier man than I'm already are. But guys, I want to wish you a nice weekend, and be nice to each other, and you know, take care of your loved ones. It's very important, you know. But finishing up this little build, and yeah, I don't think I have so much more to say today, guys. So with that said, take care of each other, and we'll see each other the next time. So goodbye from Dalarby. Bawambaa out.